the heart of Samburu grassland, Kenya, along the Wasonyiro River, lies Umoja Village, and the heroic story of a woman who put her own life at risk by starting a revolution that has so far captured the world's attention.
Rebecca, for me, is somebody who represents some of what is the best about Africa.
Almost 3 decades ago, Rebecca Lolosoli felt compelled to speak for hundreds of women who are experiencing violence in their marriages in the Samburu's male-dominated community.
Rebecca started Umoja Village as a refuge for women who were perhaps being abused at home, running away from FGM.
Here is this woman who's taken what would seem to be adversity at its worst.
This was after she ran away from her own violent marriage. With a group of 15 others, she founded Umoja Community of Women, which has now expanded to over 50 women families. Women here found themselves to Umoja to seek refuge from female genital mutilation, domestic abuse and child marriage.
Why do the women love this community?
Like this community because the ladies have their rights.
They are not just from Samburu, but far areas, as far as Turkana. They just want to feel free. Losing hope for the first time in relationship, most of them tried to return to their home village, but Keto used as dowry to secure their marriage could not be refunded, so they were sent back to their husbands. Their only option was Umoja. Surrounded by a thorn fence, dotted with manyatas, the traditional Samburu hut, this setting is typical of Samburu County, except for one curious detail: no men live here. Rebecca's advocacy was met with hostility. Local men routinely steal the women's cattle and beat them up for this daring move. Rebecca herself was beaten to the point of getting admitted to hospital. But this has done little to dim her resolve.
Here is this woman who's taken what would seem to be adversity at its worst and has turned it over, not only for herself, but for this amazing group of people, and has created freedom.
In order to keep safe, the women come together to provide security when one of them is in danger, and also work with the local police who provide security. Even after today's modernization, which has eradicated many aspects of African retrogressive culture, the Samburu still hold on many of these cultural practices, with cases of FGM and early marriages still reported. So, how has Umoja affected this Samburu's tradition? Let us hear from the man.
Anasoma. Nisikuwa najua saizi siwezi kubali tradition. Siwezi kubali. Kwa sababu mimi naelewa kwa nini. Nisikuwa sasa wanaishi mpali ya matown, hao wataendelea. Nisikuwa sasa wale wanaishi, nisikuwa ni kila kitu ni pole pole. Nisikuwa naona kama atakuja kushetu. Kwa sababu sioni faida.
Umoja is not only a safe haven for women, but also a fully functioning corporate with a school to provide education. For Umoja children, women here share everything, from money they get by selling jewelry to the tourists. The basic principle they live by, respect and solidarity, is a huge contrast from where they came from.
You become a target. So she has said, for the sake of others, I will spearhead this development of this village.
She is regarded as a role model and almost like a mother of mothers to the other women in other communities and villages around her.
They're creating a space of freedom for all of us. They're creating a space of freedom that says we can negotiate.
To Today, Rose and Jen set off early. They have a mission. They are going to meet a girl accepted to the village school. They are eager to know if they can convince the parent. If the father refuses, there is nothing they can do. The girl's family is poor and recently sold their last cattle to survive. Girls from such families are at danger. The danger of getting married off too early. This will secure the father several cows from the girl's husband. The question is, will the father agree? After an hour's walk, they reach to the girl's family. The girl's name is Samala. Hello, my name is Rose. I am from Umoja, the women's village. We would like to admit your daughter to our school. Thanks a lot for the offer. But why did you choose our girl? Will she come home after school? A school bus will collect her to and from school. Our goal is to ensure children from poor families get education. You don't have money to educate your daughter, do you? That's why we want to offer her a sponsorship. After a brief discussion, the parents agree to let the girl go to school, but there are conditions to follow that parents need to understand. No marrying off the girl too early, and no girl's circumcision for Samala. They must sign a contract. It's an unexpectedly very positive response here. The agreement is reached sooner than expected, but the 7-year-old Samala does not really understand what she has been avoided. The danger of FGM and early marriage. Rose and Jane's mission went through. The village is full of joy. Arrangements are going for a very special day for Umoja, the new school's annual celebration. Nariamu, one of the women, bets her youngest son. She left 4 other sons behind when she flew from her violent husband. Women in Samburu do not own children. Neither are they allowed to own any property. On payment of their own bride price, women become property of men.
This turn where we remain ourselves and yet we get rid of some aspects of our culture which are really negative and which are holding us back.
Our culture is good, we like, but we have seen the bad culture we have is always on the side of a woman. We don't want now our girls or our boys to have the same problem.
While the village is off limit for men, the women's sons live with them till they become of age. When the sons are of age, they must leave the village. But as they leave, they go with teachings fostered to them by their mothers for a better future. The women of Umoja go to shower in the evening at the neighboring Ewaso River. There are spots that are safest for bathing and washing, but the entire bathing ceremony begins with noise ritual to scare off crocodiles that could be hiding in the river. Vigilant and exuberant at the same time. That's how the Umoja women face so many life challenges. Bathing and washing. This time is so relieving for the women, dreaming of better life and working so hard to achieve it.
So makes is that in our spirits, in our souls, and in our hearts, we have a determination that we can improve the quality of our lives. For me, that is really courageous.
Thanks for watching. My name is Sam Kibuba.